What's up, Earth signs? This one's for you. Going to be doing an energy reading for this week. So if you're curious what might be going on, stick around. We're about to get into it. All right. So definitely off the bat, I'm just going to talk about Mercury moving into Cancer. I don't know if you guys are feeling this, but definitely some heavy conversations are being had today, some emotional conversations. So if that has been your experience, maybe that is lighting up in some of the water sign energy that you have in your chart. It's not going to be for everyone here, but yeah, if you're curious about that energy, maybe do some research on how this can affect you. And yeah, but just wanted to throw that out there just so you guys are aware. But let's see what archetype y'all are in with the Citadel deck. I'm definitely feeling it because I am a Cancer sun, but I don't know if you guys are going to be feeling it too deeply, or I'm not sure how prominent this energy is going to be. But yeah, so far we have the Poet. So relationships and vulnerability. Let's see exactly how this is showing up. There is love on the horizon, and it's up to you to embrace it. Whatever your hesitations, it's time to accept the heart-pounding, tumbling chaos that is opening yourself up to one another. Write poems, find your song. Love is a creative work. Be your imaginative, authentic self, and let other like-minded people flock to you. This is when you will experience true happiness. Wow. So this is already very positive and honestly very emotional energy too. So yeah, but in like a very positive way. So maybe today's not just about heavy conversations. It could be about like really loving conversations too. And I think, over the extent of Mercury and being in Cancer, I don't know why that energy is just so prominent right now, even though that transit was yesterday. But yeah, let's see how this is showing up with traditional tarot. You're welcome to skip ahead if you don't care about seeing the cards come out. All right, so we're starting off with the Temperance card. So this tells me that there's been a adjustment period that you're going through right now, and this does feel like it's kind of on your own. You may be with other people, but this is kind of a solo journey. Maybe it's something that you're working on mentally. I definitely see this is about some type of deceptive habit that may have, been happening or going on, but I definitely see that you're walking away from this thing, and maybe that's what you're observing right now is like the different route that you're going. I don't know, I see him as in the middle and this is kind of happening around him, but yeah, there's like all these options, making an adjustment, walking away from something, learning, and I definitely feel like it's not just one or the other. I feel like you have been making these conscious decisions from this internal knowing of like, I need to do this, I need to do that. I don't know. There's some type of inner compass that's guiding you at this time that maybe other people don't understand or even you, but yeah, you're really changing a lot here. And to end this part of it with the Wheel of Fortune, you're ending a cycle. Okay, future summer here. So I'm noticing after editing that the Hermit's actually turning his back to the Seven of Swords and choosing to shift his focus to the Eight of Cups and choosing to go this different direction and see something else out, because obviously he's not happy with this other, deceptive habit or deception that's going on around him. So he's like, okay, I gotta explore my options. And this is all happening because he's reached a certain level, and you notice he's standing on the Three of Pentacles, which is all the knowledge that he's gained up into this point. And with the Temperance card up there, I'm like, that's your spirit team, helping you out, and you're finally at this point where you can accept this help and enter this era of co-creative abilities, and that's being able to work with spirit, trusting your intuition, but also ground those ideas into reality. And you'll see how that ties in later on in the reading too. So I'm just showing you how all of these like messages can have hidden messages, and this is how I get signs from the universe all day long, whether I'm driving or, watching something on TV. I get messages through all of the things that I do, and I'm kind of gonna maybe start training your brain to see those things too. So notice that later on in the reading, I'll put up some little visuals that, piece some things together even further and enhance the energy of the message. So yeah, I just wanted to stop in and talk about that because I think it's cool, and it's always exciting to see those synchronicities. It enhances your energy. It raises your vibration to notice these things and to get that confirmation. So, accept the help and the hint. I'm always so grateful for it. I get warning signs all the time. So, tap into that and see what you can find in your day-to-day in your own unique way. Okay. Future Summer signing off. Bye. This might have been going on for quite some time. Yeah, it's hard to pick up how long exactly, but it feels like it could be a long time for some of you. But I see that this cycle ending is, the scales balancing. This needed to happen so that things could solidify, like find that balance that you've been looking for a while. And it's taken some, like, put a little bit here, put a little bit there, but I feel like you're finally landing on your neutral ground, your version of balanced, right? Your harmony. And I feel like you're really feeling content about this, about where you're at, and starting to finally see the truth in why you've been in this painful state for so long, why this has been ensuing, why you even wanted to do these deceptive things or attracted people that did this that had this deceptive behavior, whatever it was. You're starting to understand the truth behind the pain instead of just feeling the pain. You're starting to see exactly why it needed to happen, what caused it to happen, how you played your part, how they played their part. I feel like you're actually seeing through the lens of truth and not through the lens of an emotion. So this really redirects your life very quickly, which is why we have the Eight of Wands here. And I feel like you've gotten really emotionally strong because of your ability to finally see through the illusions. I feel like maybe you weren't able to do that before, but the clouds are leaving. It's like the clouds are gone and it's full steam ahead. So there's a lot of shifting going on, and there's going to be a lot of chaos in response to this change that you've began, like that you've embarked on, these changes that you're embarking on. But I definitely feel like you are equipped to handle it now. You're equipped to handle whatever storm comes your way. And although it's going to take strength, you've cultivated enough to be able to handle it. You know what I mean? Like, you've really, like, yeah, with the strength card, it's like it's going to take strength as you walk this path. And this path is going to be full of growing opportunities, and it's going to be very promising for you. I see this like yellow road here, reminds me of the yellow brick road. It's like leading you towards something like really amazing. But it's going to take some, perspective shifts in order to get through it in a calm way. And I feel like the main message over here is that they don't want you to fight this opportunity. This opportunity needs to be held with care. It's very important. Something about this is really crucial. So don't fight this, because you might lose it. And this is what we're ending with. And the Queen of Pentacles under that. And the Ace of Cups too. That's insane. This is a beautiful opportunity. So please do not fight this. And just always remember what you're doing this for. That's what's going to get you through. It's going to be like, okay, I need to shift my perspective because I'm really complaining about my life right now when really this is exactly what I want. Why am I fighting my dream? Why am I fighting happiness? You know, whatever it is. I feel like this might be you not wanting to leave your comfort zone of, you know, whatever this was for you. This can become a comfort zone. If you're used to this your whole life, it's really hard to step into this because it's completely different. So it feels like culture shock almost. So roll with it. Don't fight it. Man, kind of intense there. But let's get some confirmational messages from the good tarot. Yeah, Three of Fire. This is Three of Wands, which is going on a journey. Messenger of Fire. Man, a lot of fire, a lot of wand energy coming through. Fire in this deck is the wand, so... But I'll read these from the book in a second. I'm feeling called to do that today. Tower. Yeah, totally. It's an epiphany. It's a big change, a shift in the foundations. Oh my God, what did I say? Fire. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. Patience and the Hierophant and the Sun. Oh my gosh. And then Queen of Pentacles. Is that the Empress? Wow. We'll leave this at the bottom. Wow, a lot came through with the good tarot. Okay, I'm going to read some of them, but I don't need to read all of them. So let's get to Three of Fire. Okay, expansion of opportunities, the fullness of creativity, achievement. I am on the right path towards my success. I have an abundance of opportunities before me. I need to trust myself, for I can make good choices for myself and co-create situations and relationships that are in harmony with my heart's desire. Yeah, and something that's coming through is relationships a lot. You know, maybe this is with someone else. Maybe this is with, you know, all of your relationships. Maybe this is your relationship to yourself. You know, this could come through in a lot of ways, but yeah, there's some type of relationship to life, relationship to another person. You know, this could be a few different, you know, specific, what is the word? I don't know, but yeah, so take it as it resonates. Let's go to Messenger of Fire. Determination for a new adventure, innovation, independent creative action, spirited, headstrong. I have an unstoppable spirit and can co-create all that I desire. Surrounded by spirit, illumined by the wisdom that rises up within me, I set forth on a path to innovate. I trust in my vision and act accordingly, remaining true to what I value and desire, which can manifest in many forms. Yeah, this is talking about how you are consciously manifesting right now. You are co-creating this life, you know, that you're stepping into. Is not easy. It is actually really difficult. So cut yourself some slack and don't be too critical. Surprises. Things happen really fast when this card shows up in a reading. Its appearance could portend a total paradigm shift or a sudden upheaval that takes something away in order for something better to take its place. It could be that I've had an epiphany. Whatever it is, this card tells me unexpected events will offer very interesting opportunities for positive transformation if I remain present with my eyes open. Yeah, presence has been a huge thing, a huge message for me lately. Just constant reminders of being present and to relax and, you know, to chill out. You know, I feel like energy is really heightened right now, so it's feeling kind of conflicting. Five of Fire, creative brainstorming, unity and diversity, honoring differences. I have the freedom to explore the ideas that seem the most far-fetched. What seems crazy today proves tomorrow to be brilliant. Like a child willing to stretch her imagination when a new playmate comes into the garden, I am open to new people and new ideas, intrigued by what is novel and unfamiliar. This is a time for what is counterintuitive, for appreciating the ideas from out in left field and what they might offer. Yeah, if you got some weird idea or some passion project that you want to work on, but you're like, oh, that's stupid, or oh, I don't have time for that. I should be doing this. Those thoughts are not meant to be had right now. It's not going to help you get to where you're trying to go. So yeah, with the sun, this is abundance. And there's a need to be patient right now because things are moving more than you think they are. It's just, there's a lot going on behind the scenes at this time. So allow things to unfold naturally and understand that things take time, and just enjoy every moment and trust. Find that trust in the universe of like, yeah, things are going to work out. I know it is. Look at the card above this one. Things are going to work out. I'm going to get here. I just have to persevere, or I just have to put on a brave face, whatever it is. But you are a co-creator. You have so much compassion within you. Utilize it, use that as like a Band-Aid, and just be like, it's going to be okay. We got this. We can manifest it. We can make it happen. We are resourceful gardeners. We use our resources. That's been a strong message today of like, am I utilizing my resources? No matter how small it is, And with the Empress, this is like really the epitome of trust and fertility. So fertility is talking about the soil that you're planting the seed in, and making sure that you're creating a hospitable environment and not an inhospitable environment. You don't want to put too much tension in your body and you kill everything that you're trying to create with your energy. So be careful. And if you find yourself being over emotional today, take a step back. It's okay. Those days are going to come. They don't last forever though. So trust in what you're cultivating right now. You're very close to achieving your goal. Yeah. Things are working out. You just don't even know the full extent of it because you're just a human. Oh my God, they're really, really trying to tell you conclusions are within reach. This shit is about to conclude, and when I say that, it's like, I don't know, I'm getting reminded of that song called End of Beginning by Joe. That song, End of Beginning, is all about like how you're so immersed in the experience and you're like, oh my God, this is so crazy. And by the time you realize it, it's the end of that beginning. The beginning of things are always like crazy. You're trying to figure things out and then you get used to it and then life changes again, right? I feel like that's always how it goes for me, at least. But yeah, it's like, it's the end of beginning. It's the end of this like figuring out. And there's something beautiful in that. So enjoy this time because you're about to step into this. They're not saying like, oh, there's still so much work to do, or, oh, they're like, no, you're close to this shit. Like, now is not the time to run away. Your dreams need a practical plan. So what are you dreaming of? How can you ground it into reality? And I really feel like this is calling you to take those dreams that you're discovering right now, those ideas from out in left field, like I was just saying, and do something about it. You want to do things the way you've always fucking done them, or you want to do something new and fun and exciting? One more from this one. The answers you need are coming. So if you're freaking out, like, I don't understand, I don't know, I don't understand. And this card is screaming out to me because I'm looking up here right now. And the Page of Air is all about finding your voice, destiny, and fate, and success. How you're going to do this is going to come to you. You just have to give yourself the space to hear the answer. Your hard work is paying off. You're killing it right now. You don't even realize. Some guidance messages, and then we'll close it out. Oh man, I feel like I needed to hear this too, even though I only have one earth placement in my whole chart. But yeah, there's something about this, like, just relax. Like, you're doing great. Earth magic, yes. Go touch grass. Go in nature. That helps you so much since you are an earth sign. And just embrace it right now. Just go be in it. I'm about to go on a run after this. I need it. I need to breathe in that air deep and just, you know, connect with the sun or whatever it is, you know? Like, get out there and get moving. It'll help. Whole self-health, yeah. Treating yourself great inside and out, you know, mentally and physically. Making sure that you're eating the right stuff along with, you know, moving your body. It's hard. It's not easy, especially if, like, you struggle with energetic issues and things. But, you know, do your best. And just, man, hold on. Have courage. This is not easy. You're embarking on a very hard journey. Give yourself a break. And be brave, you know? It's not easy doing this shit. Being a human. Like, dealing with all the stuff that we have to deal with. It's not easy, but it's worth it. So, you got this. Have strength. And channel your inner warrior. I feel like there might be the opportunity to teach and share whatever you're going through. So, I don't know, maybe that's something that motivates you. You know, something that helps me is helping other people. Like, helping others motivates me so much. It's like, if I have the chance to help someone, I'll drop everything. You know, I love helping other people, and maybe you have that in you. So, embrace it. Answer the call. Yeah, you're getting some type of call to move towards something. Trust it. All right. I think that's all I got today. Thank y'all so much for joining me. This was an interesting one, but I hope it was helpful and resonated with you. If it did, let me know how in the comments, or give me your like, or even subscribe if you're interested in more content from me. I would really appreciate it. Check out my Patreon and my personal reading email down below in the description. You can reach out to me for a personal reading, and I can send that to you digitally. And yeah, it's a really great process. And yeah, if you're interested in that and feeling like you connect with my readings, reach out, because they'll connect even more if it's personal, trust me. So thank y'all so much. I hope you guys have a great one. Bye.